The release of Dragon Ball Super Superhero is right around the corner, and now our boy Gohan is right back in the spotlight where he hasn't been in quite some time. So to celebrate that, I have released the brand new potential restored merchandise line. My first Gohan themed merch. If you are a Gohan fan, you owe it to yourself to get this. It comes in various colors and sizes. We put out some of the coolest merch ever, and this is another addition to the Geekdom 101 store. I'll leave a link down below. Get yours right now. First of all, I want to thank everybody who bought one of those shirts. It's the third highest selling shirt I've ever put out, the Gohan shirts, and they are still available right now. So get your shirt because, you know, it's a limited shirt, but it's a damn good one. It's a very nice one. So today, it's time to let the cat out of the bag. We're going to be talking about Cell and the fact that he is confirmed for Dragon Ball Super Superhero. We've been talking a lot about this. I did a stream last night that was an hour and 40 minutes. And in that stream, I discussed that I talked about a lot. If you have not seen that stream, I'm going to leave a card right up here. You need to see that stream. It's an hour and 40 minutes. I went through a ton of information about Dragon Ball Super Superhero never before talked about, including Goku, Vegeta, and Broly's role, including what's going to happen in the final battle. I didn't go through every single plot point of the movie. I didn't go through everything, but I went through a lot. There's a lot that's been revealed, and Gohan fans are going to be eating good. So I want to talk about Cell being confirmed for this movie. So first I want to go back to January 2020. I received an email from somebody who at the time I did not know. Here I am on Twitter, by the way, and here I discussed that I got this email, and I talked about this on my stream last night in January of 2020, and I did block out the parts that would hint at who this person is, but there you see at the upper top here, January 27, 2020, and he basically says, no plans to continue CB Super right now. That was back in 2020. That's different now, but there are plans for a Cell movie Q4 2021. So I kind of knew about Cell 2 years ago being the villain of this movie, but the reason why I did not report it is because A, I couldn't double source it, and B, I wasn't sure if this guy was legit. I had no idea, but I kept it away and I was like, okay, well, maybe that'll happen. Then the pandemic hit and postponed several projects. This Dragon Ball Super Superhero movie was supposed to come out at the end of 2021, but the pandemic pushed back a lot of projects, and because of that, that's why it's coming out in 2022. And he goes on to talk about, like, you know, the Super manga will continue. You confirm what you said, Toei staff is limited and use the same colors. I knew all that stuff. That's stuff that I knew. But right here is the evidence that I received 2 years ago about Cell. And I went on to write kind of a longer explanation about why I did not report it. And the thing is that when Dragon Ball Super got postponed in 2019, I dealt with a lot of shit from a lot of people, and it really bothered me. People were calling me a liar, saying I made stuff up and this and that when the series was postponed, and I made multiple videos explaining what happened. Multiple here on the channel. And because of that, I felt like I need to be extra careful with what I report and how I phrase things, because people really people are assholes. Point blank. They're assholes. And there's tons of information I've gotten throughout the years that I have not reported on because sometimes I just don't feel like it, because I don't want to be treated poorly if plans change, because I don't deserve that. But from now on, I don't give a shit because I gave attention to the wrong people. Now I'm going to give attention only to those who support me, which is you guys watching this video. So let's talk about Cell. Last night in my stream, I went into detail about the backstory, about what Red Ribbon was doing, the technology, and today DBS Chronicles tweeted basically it's a concept art of what this new Cell's going to look like. Now, just so you know, this is not what Cell will actually look like. This is a concept art of what he has heard, and I heard the same thing. I heard Cell's coming back. It's a new version of Cell with advanced technology, much stronger than the previous Cell, and his name is now, I didn't know last night, so I called him Advanced Cell, but now we can confirm that his name is Cell Max. Here we have a picture, and he wrote, made this art of giant Cell monster. I know it doesn't look giant, LOL. I love this Cell the Maximum, which is basically Cell Max. That's the proof right there that now there's no sense in us even, you know, let's just be blunt. Cell is the villain of this movie. He is the main villain that Gohan, Piccolo, and the others will face off in the final battle. Again, I want to repeat, I went into detail about this last night in last night's stream. I went into explicit detail about a lot of the scenes in this movie, what Pan's role is, Piccolo's role, because Piccolo does some really surprising things during this battle. Because the reason why he says giant Cell monsters, because this Cell is bigger than the old Cell. Like, he's a larger, he's like a mutant Cell. And the reason why he put second form Cell's face there is because the new Cell, which I have not seen yet, but it's been described to me, looks kind of like that. Not exactly like that, but kind of like that. And like I talked about last night in the stream, again, you gotta watch that stream, y'all. Put it on in the background when you're at the gym, whatever. Because we can talk about this now. It's not a secret anymore. Everyone knows now. So it's out now. You guys know. Remember to subscribe and hit the like button. Make sure you hit that like button. So what I was gonna say was, I talked about it last night. During that final battle, there's going to be tons and tons of surprises, and it's chaotic. It's not like, Gogeta versus Broly. I told you guys that back in April. It is a very different fight with multiple characters facing off against this Red Ribbon Dr. Hito experiment. People have been asking about Android 21 as well. I can't confirm that Android 21 is not the final boss of this movie. It is Cell Max. Instead, what Chronicles and Hype said, which I have not been able to confirm this. I have not heard this, but I'm going to trust what they said, is that the human version of Android 21, in other words, the human that Android 21 was based off of, is supposed to make a cameo in this film, whether it be in a flashback or something like that. I have no proof of that. If it doesn't happen, that's what they said, but I do believe them. I don't think they're lying about that. I think that it's going to be a little cameo. Like, it's not going to be a major thing. I talked about last night in the stream how there's going to be a scene in the film early that catches you up on what the Red Ribbon's been doing since, really since Cell died. Because the Red Ribbon was destroyed in Dragon Ball by Goku. And in Dragon Ball Z, they were destroyed by Gohan. And so, Cell being the last remnant, right? So this new Red Ribbon army is really out for blood. And of course, they're going to go after not the child of Goku that killed Cell. They're going to go after Pan, the granddaughter of Son Goku, the daughter of Gohan, because that is his weakness. However, that's a huge mistake, because we are going to see Gohan go back to how he was in the Cell games in this movie, as far as him being a total badass. He's not going to be super edgy, but he's going to be a complete and utter badass. And I, for one, am very, very excited to see Gohan versus Cell Max in the climax of this movie, dude. It's going to freaking be great. Anyways, with that being said, check out the stream up here. And I have tons of videos on this movie. Check out the playlist over here. If you haven't seen the videos, I have a lot of discussion topics. I have a ton of spoilers out here. Here on Geekdom 101. This is the place to be for Dragon Ball news. Thank you. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later this week, because there's still more news coming. It ain't going to stop. Talk to you later.